Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Got another exciting video today. One UI 4.0. In this video, I'm going to be discussing my top 3 favorite features on my Galaxy S21 in regards to One UI 4.0, the new update that came out recently for this device, as well as the Tab S7. Go check out that video if you haven't seen it already. I discuss some of the awesome features available on that device. So before we get into this, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to this channel for all things tech mobile related. And let's hop in to my top 3 favorite features on One UI 4.0 on the Galaxy S21 in 2022. Galaxy S22 is also right around the corner, but let's hop right into it, ladies and gentlemen. First thing on this list is going to be overall speed and stability enhancements compared to One UI 3.0. So when I first got the S21, there's like hardly any like lag or anything like that, but over time as I use the device, starts to slow down a little bit, more glitches here and there. Updates can sometimes cause this if they're not really worked out. I found that there was like some minor glitches here and there with some closing apps and stuff like that. Maybe sometimes the 120 hertz display wasn't appearing as smooth, maybe a little choppy here and there. But as soon as I installed One UI 4.0, basically all of that kind of just disappeared in my opinion. It was kind of miraculous. Like everything that, especially the animations, in my opinion, became way smoother. And I talk about that on my Tab S7 video because that, you could really see it with One UI 3.0. It's getting really laggy and really choppy. Even with the 120 hertz refresh rate, it still was looking like not as smooth for some reason. And I think it was just bogged down by the software. So they fixed that with this device, and I've loved it ever since. Unlocking the phone is the same speed. That's not really any difference, but just like scrolling through apps and stuff, it just feels so much more smooth, and I appreciate that. And I'm always happy when software updates can actually improve efficiency and also stability on a device, because it can go the other way a lot of times. It can like require a lot more horsepower, the software update can, and then it can just bog down your phone and just ruin everything. So, and that's why you see people like uninstalling updates on their phone and going back to previous versions because it worked better on there. Number 2 on this list is going to be color palettes. So I talked about this in my Tab S7 video. Color palettes is this new thing where you can like customize the colors of certain stock Samsung apps. And there's not too many of them. I kind of wish they did add a little more. I'll bring them up right here into the settings. You go to settings and then you scroll down to wallpapers and style and then choose color palette. And so it's these options right here. I don't think there's any more. So it's 1, 2, 3. So there's 5 options right here. The base one's just blue, white, black. And then we got like a tan, brown, and black. And then like a darker like green, brown, and black. And then like a purplish one. I have mine set on the blue, green, and black variant just because those are some of my favorite colors. And what it does is you can scroll through here, as you can see. So it'll affect your notification tray there, your dial pad, the look of your notifications and stuff like that, and also your settings. So basically it's going to change the overall color palette of your stock Samsung apps, not your third-party apps that you download like Snapchat, Instagram. It's not going to change that. It's going to change the stock apps. So another one being like messages or something. And so this is just another way to customize your device to basically to suit your needs, to suit your style, basically however you want to do it. Before this, you couldn't really do that. You just had to stick with like the standard blue colors that Samsung gave you. I believe it was like a light blue color. I mean, it was fine. I mean, like I didn't disagree with it, but if you wanted to change it, you would have to download like a third-party launcher or something like that. And I'm not a fan of that. I like keeping things pretty like consistent with how it came out of the box. So I'm happy that they integrated this new feature into the like stock OS now. And the last thing on this list, number 3, is going to be finally some uniform apps and widgets. It was so frustrating how in One UI 3.0, you can see this all in the trailers too. I'm not making this up. They really emphasized in the trailers like adding these new rounded corners around widgets and everything. The issue was they didn't add it to everything. So especially on third-party, like a lot of third-party apps, the widgets for that, they just did not look like the stock Samsung widgets. So the stock Samsung widgets, say reminders, has some nice rounded corners. It looks really nice in terms of just like scrolling through here, like your, I don't know, your standard Samsung Notes widget right here, like nice rounded corners. You can adjust all the settings there, transparency, that sort of thing. But like you'd install a third-party one, like my Todoist app on the top here, and this is 4.0, so this is updated now, and it would just be like a complete rectangle with no rounded corners, and it just looks so off. Like the non-uniformity just bothered the crap out of me, and I was like, Samsung, thank you for finally fixing this. Like, finally your OS looks like it's complete and everything works with one another, because Apple does a great job of that. Like with their software updates, their third-party apps, since every app is like so optimized for iOS, it's like so integrated well that like everything just looks like it was baked into the original like iPhone software. Basically, like their stock apps are the same as their third-party apps, like in terms of efficiency and how they look and just how they act. Like your third-party apps should be given the same treatment as your stock apps made by Samsung or Apple or whatever. So Samsung finally wised up. They changed that, and I'm happy about it. But those are my top 3 features. I'm not gonna drag this video out, but guys, if you enjoy this kind of content, the mobile tech stuff, the Galaxy, other phones, I'm definitely gonna be talking about new S22 coming out shortly. I'll be discussing more about that. Hopefully, I'll get my hands on it if they offer some pretty good trade-in bonuses. Galaxy S21 FE that really came out at a weird price point at a really bad time. Too much competition at that price range, especially with the Pixel 6. That's my opinion, but I'll talk about that in future videos. That phone offered really good pre-order bonuses in terms of trade-in value, and also I think they're giving out Galaxy Buds Live, which came out a couple of years back, which were like those Bean headphones, which got really good reviews. So if you are in the market for a new device, definitely go check out Galaxy S21 FE pre-order options. Or I don't know if it's pre-order options since the phone's already out, but like trade-in options, I think, or just like incentives to go buy the phone directly from Samsung. So subscribe, like this video, share it with your best friend, and I will see you guys in the next video by Scott Tyler. Peace out. Road to 1,000 subscribers.